On today's Real Estate Real Talk, we are talking about when it's okay to increase your budget. Price, as we know, major factor, if not the biggest factor, that is keeping a lot of buyers on the sidelines. And at the same time, we're seeing mortgage rates increase, which means buyers that need loans will also be paying more. Now, those facts, I know, could make it really easy to just say, hey, I'm just giving up on the whole process, but maybe not. Here to talk about having a flexible budget and when not to pay more is Los Angeles real estate agent Keri White. Welcome back to the show, Keri.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
All right, let's talk about the big squeeze. It's challenging out there to be a home buyer right now. Let's say you find something slightly out of budget. What should you be considering before you put in that offer?
Gosh, it feels like everything is out of budget no matter what market you're in, right? We've got nice taste over here. Well, as you know, as you mentioned, it's very competitive, but for those shopping at the very top of their budgets, some owners may be tempted to maybe stretch a little. You know, those pillow talk conversations at night or speaking to family, like, should we go up? Should we stretch? Should we pay a little bit more? If you are stretching, understand the impact that that's going to have on other areas of your life. Let's talk about this. If you could pay slightly more for a home, if you maybe cut back on going out to dinner, maybe cut back on some vacations, or maybe you're going from 2 cars to 1. So many people did that during the high pandemic times. You know, that's a big monthly savings you could be cutting back on, or maybe there's a lifestyle change. Some people are having their children go from childcare, which is very expensive, into public school systems, so they're able to stretch a little bit more on their budgets. Stretching can absolutely make sense if you can change your overall monthly expense and help you spend more money on a home.
So that certainly all makes a lot of sense. There are moments where it's okay to maybe stretch. What if we need to stretch our budget just a tad?
Well, a lot of buyers are very conservative. You know, I speak to these lenders and like, these buyers are a slam dunk. They've got tons of savings, retirement, they make great money, they have bonuses. So if you look at your financial portfolio and you have things like this, like additional savings, if you've already budgeted, if you're buying based on your salary and not based on bonuses, or if you haven't included any of your savings or retirement funds, you have a lot more money and a lot more flexibility to be able to stretch a little bit and have a little bit of a cushion. And also the amount of time you're spending in a house. If you're going to be there a few years, you've got that opportunity to stretch a little to get into that house.
So if we can stretch a little because we have what you said, some of those bonuses and benefits, then we should do it. Now, this is one thing that I don't know, Keri, you can tell me if I'm wrong here. This is a lot of things I've heard from millennial buyers in conversations. They say things like, oh, well, you know, I can extend the budget by borrowing from my 401k or my retirement money. Why are you saying that is not the move?
Oh, that is so scary to wipe your savings to get into a house. And I know a lot of people are doing that. The problem is no matter what home inspection you get, you don't realize what could happen. And we call them the black swans, per Chris Voss, or the what ifs. What if the roof needs to be repaired or the sewer breaks or has a break in the line? That's, you know, 15, 20,000. You could be wiped out completely from money and have issues at the house that you hadn't accounted for, or insurances, property taxes. You've got to have some type of cushion there. But when it comes to your 401k, people say you shouldn't take out of that, especially your financial advisor. I completely disagree with that. I think that is one of the best places for millennials to be looking at when increasing their budgets. And you know why? Houses are appreciating at 10 to 20%. Your 401k is 3, maybe 8%. And how long do we have until retirement? 30, 40 years maybe? So what's that money doing in there? Doing nothing when you could be actually getting into the house that you want and locking in your lower interest rate and being a happy homeowner.
Some very solid advice, and especially on that topic, I can't tell you how many times I've actually heard that conversation. Thanks again, Los Angeles real estate agent Keri White. As always, so many insights, so many tips, but you guys, in the meantime, between each week, make sure you're following Keri on Instagram at Keri Ann, and then jump over to YouTube to get some more tips and tricks when it comes to real estate. That's at Keri White Real Estate.